What's up? How's everybody doing? All right, I want to talk about Xfinity. Well, I'm buzzing hard off this moonshine. This moonshine's pretty good. Now I understand why it's so freaking expensive because you don't need a whole lot to cup a nice buzz. So, anyways, I signed up with Xfinity, and this was years ago. This was before I got with Earthlink, right? So, to try and make a long story short, what had happened is, I signed up with them for like 3 months, and then, I talked to the lady on the phone, and it was going to be like another short term. And during this time, I got this card in the mail, and the card said that I can get TV, and I can get internet. I'll get internet like at this really crazy speed, right? And so I was like, okay, cool. So I called them. I told them, look, I want this package because it was for a good deal. The internet was faster than what I was getting, and it was at a cheaper price. Plus, you get TV. Now, I never buy TV. I never buy cable. I've always been an antenna guy. I did have a satellite dish, an analog satellite dish, and that was the greatest thing on planet Earth. But they don't do analog anymore. So I told them, I wasn't interested in the TV. All I wanted was the internet, because, it was faster than what I was getting, and it was at a cheaper price. But they told me, well, if you get internet at this price, you have to take the TV, right? You have to take the TV package. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I wasn't interested. I don't care. I don't, there's a whole lot of TV I don't watch. So they sent me the package because, I had to hook up my own TV, whatever, and that was fine. I can do that. I hooked it up. I turned it on. I watched TV for like 5 minutes. I'm like, click, 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 click. Just going through all these channels, and then it dawned on me, oh, yeah, this is why I don't watch TV. This is why I don't buy TV, because there's nothing on there I want to watch. I'll watch Al Ray Network. I'll watch some Spike TV. But, it really doesn't go beyond that, except for the outdoor channel and the sportsman's channel. Okay, I do watch those channels. Love hunting shows. Absolutely love hunting shows. But they wanted more money if I wanted to buy that tier or whatever. But that's a story for another time. So I was like, okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I turn on my internet. I'm sitting there. I go into Crackle because at this particular point in time, I had just discovered Crackle on my PlayStation, right? And this is what it was doing. I was like, why is it buffering? I wanted my internet. I was watching Crackle. There was stuff on Crackle at that point in time that I actually wanted to see. So I called them up, and they're all, well, you took the package, and for you to take that package, then we have to slow down your internet so that we can give it to you at that price. I'm like, no, that's not what you guys told me. That's not what the card says. So I spent more time on the phone with Xfinity trying to work this whole mess out than I was actually on the internet enjoying myself, okay? I called on my days off to try and fix this. I called after work, before I had to go to bed. I'd call before work. This one lady says, yeah, I will call you, and we will have, I don't know, when you get a group of people and y'all have like a conference call. We're going to have a conference call. This is what the lady from Xfinity was telling me. She said she'd call me at a certain time. She never called me. I had to go, and explain to these people what the card said. And then along the lines, they're saying, oh, well, you don't get that speed in that area. I was like, but you guys didn't tell me I didn't get this speed in this area, right? And it was just a big mess, and I spent, I don't know, maybe a week and a half fighting with Xfinity. And so finally they, my whole thing was, I don't watch TV, I don't buy TV. You guys told me if I hooked up this TV package or this, this thing to whatever, that I couldn't have the internet without taking the TV. So That's the only reason why I took the TV, because I don't buy TV. I was like, you guys can look at your history, because this was at a particular address where I had never ever bought TV, never, right? I don't ever buy TV. You can get it yourself a Roku, and you can watch all kinds of stuff. All right, better than cable, way better than cable. But the sad thing is right now is that the price of the internet is actually going up to as ridiculous as the price of cable, and it should never ever reach that. It should never ever be like that. A lot of us went to the internet because it's cheaper to watch movies on the internet than it is to have cable. But now these cable companies are buying these internet places, and what's happening is the prices are just skyrocketing, going freaking just bananas crazy, right? Just way too high. And I need to get high. I mean, yeah. So, anyways, I was going to take another shot of moonshine, but I actually got a dirty shoelace tied up in the shot glass. Don't ask me how. This only happens when I'm drunk. So, where the hell was I? What was I talking about? See, I have all these Joe Biden moments where I can't remember a damn thing. And when I'm broke, it's like, oh my God, I'm suffering from the Joe Biden syndrome, because I'm broke. Anyways, politics to the side. So it was a big hassle. So finally, what they did, they said, okay, well, we'll give you, this amount of speed, there'd be no data caps, nothing like that, and we'll charge you this amount of money, which was, fair, it was decent. I had put their TV equipment back in their box and sent it back to them because I had no use for it. No use for their TV. So I'm sitting there watching TV, one movie after another, go to work, come back home, and then at the end of the month, I'm getting bills like $300-400. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I'm on the phone again, right? I'm spending more time on the phone with Xfinity than I am actually, just relaxing, enjoying the internet. And Xfinity is just charging me all this crazy amount of money, saying, well, we give you a terabyte, and you're using more than a terabyte. I'm like, I watched 3 freaking movies this week. What the are you talking about? So when they sell you a terabyte, it's just a way to price gouge. That's all it is. Okay, you want to get rid of your data caps. You don't want to pay $300-400 on top of the $70 that you're already paying. Go to Earthlink. Your price, there's no data caps, no hard data caps, no soft data caps. There's no overages. They're going to give you one price, and you're going to be at that one price for a long time. Okay, so again, I was just on the phone fighting with these guys. It was to the point where really I had internet, but I couldn't use my internet because I'd get a crazy $300-400 bill. And if I canceled early, then I had to pay $300-400, and it was just ridiculous. So finally I was like, you know what, I can't do this. I can't afford it. I can't even, enjoy my internet. So I canceled early. I paid my bill because that's what I do. I pay my bills. And even though, I really felt like I got ripped off, and then Xfinity, a couple of days later called me, and I explained to them, that I spent more time on the phone with them on my days off, after work, in between shifts, that I actually spent on the internet, and I'm over here spending just hundreds of dollars. I'm like, this is no way to live. This is no way to be. I can't do business with you guys. You guys made it to the point where, not only you guys were dishonest with me, but you guys made it to the point where we can no longer do business. I can never do business with Xfinity, for what they put me through. The customer service was terrible. They passed me from one person to another person to another person to another person. And I was on the phone with these guys for hours trying to get stuff situated. And I couldn't, They were just charging me up the yin yang. So when I canceled with them, I explained the short version of this, to the people on Earthlink. And Earthlink was like, well, we don't do that to our customers, right? So let me back up a little bit, because when I was sitting there thinking, okay, well, what am I going to do about internet? Because I have to have internet. I use internet, for my job. I can learn things on the internet, and basically the internet for me is how I learn stuff. I do a lot of research, but it's also good for entertainment purposes. Right now, my daughter, she uses it for school, so the internet is very important. So I was thinking, what companies, could I go to, and Earthlink popped up in my mind, and back then, and I'm probably completely wrong, maybe it was another, internet service provider. Back then, what they did is, if you watch a few commercials, you can get free internet with Earthlink. Okay, so when I called them up and talked to them, I said, hey, do you guys still do that? If you watch a few commercials, I get free internet, and the guy had no clue as to what the hell I was talking about. And I don't blame him, because this was a long time ago. Maybe it was Netscape or something like that. I can't remember. But I explained to him, and the guy talked to me. We talked, and the customer service was great. The people were really friendly. And, I was like, okay, I wasn't planning on signing up right then and there. I was not, okay, but they were just so nice and friendly, and the numbers were good, and they said there's no data caps here. You can, internet to your heart's content, and you're not going to have any data caps. We're not going to charge you overages. We're not going to, you're not going to get $300-400, internet bills just because you want to watch, TV, or you need to learn something, job related. So I was like, okay, well, sign me up, sign me up. So they signed me up. I got internet, and it was the same price, for the first year. I was in a 1-year contract. It was the same price. I think it was like 59 something for like 45 megabits down and 6 up, and it was beautiful because I could watch TV, watch movies. Grandma would come over, my daughter, would come over, and we go through a terabyte like within a week. Okay, just boom. We go through a terabyte within a week. So with Earthlink, it's affordable, it's good, it's solid. It's Earthlink is a AT&T reseller, so it's beautiful. Anyways, I need another shot, but I gotta clean out that glass. All right, guys. But anyways, if you want good customer service, you want a good, reliable internet service provider that's affordable, no data caps, no hard caps, no soft caps, Earthlink. Earthlink is where you want to be. You want good, friendly customer service, Earthlink. And let me tell you something before I go. That was another thing, okay, is after I hung up with the customer service guy, after I hung up with him, what had happened is I thought to myself, well, I should check out some reviews. I went to YouTube, typed in, Earthlink customer reviews, and there was a couple of bad ones on there. I was like, whoa, and then I went into the internet, and I, same thing, and it was just bad customer review after bad customer review after bad customer review after bad customer review. I mean, just everywhere that I turned, everywhere I looked, on every website, they were all bad. And I was like, oh no, I hope this isn't going to be like Xfinity all over again, right? So I was kind of worried. I was like, man, is it too late for me to back out now? But then I figured, sometimes other people's experiences aren't like my experiences. So I didn't call them back. I didn't cancel nothing. I was like, okay, we're gonna go through with this, and we're gonna see what it's about. Because I'm Smash Memes, and I got 17,000 subscribers. Nobody watches my channel, which is fine. But I figure if it goes sideways, I'm gonna make some videos, let people know. But it's been smooth sailing. It's been good, except for that one lady. Outside of that, it's been good, man. I mean, I have no problems. My bill is consistently the same. They did change their terms of service lately, and my bill went up $10, which is fine. I'm paying like, I don't know, $75 right now for the internet and for the modem, to rent the modem, and you have to use their modem. But outside of that, man, I mean, there's no problems. I don't have any problem with Earthlink, none. Even that lady, even though that lady was being a total not nice person, I don't have a problem with them. I don't see any reason to cancel with them. I got good internet, good speed, good connection all throughout the house. And let me tell you, this is a big freaking house, man. I even went as far as going outside in the furthest corner of the property. And you know what? I can stream movies just chilling right there, watching the traffic go by, and enjoying the day. It's beautiful. So, if you want good, awesome, freaking internet, Earthlink. Earthlink is the way to go. If you're with Xfinity right now, and you're paying way too much, you're paying, you're worried about overages, you're worried about, getting billed extra, you don't have to worry. If you go to Earthlink, you'll do just fine. But don't take my word on it. Check it out for yourself. If you're not in a contract, I would switch over. I'm not telling you what to do, but for me, I would switch over and check it out for a couple of months. Pretty sure that you won't be sorry. And if you are, come back, let me know. Tell me what happened. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to see how different your experience is from mine. But as far as Xfinity goes, Xfinity is a freaking ripoff, man. I would never do business with them ever again. I mean, if they wanted to give me free internet for a year and tell me that they were sorry, put a big old plaque behind me saying, everybody here at Xfinity, we're sorry about your terrible experience, and here's a $10,000 check. Okay, maybe, but that's never going to happen. You know what else is never going to happen? Me buying their internet is never going to happen. I'm totally happy with Earthlink. They treat me like a person. They treat me good, and they got totally awesome internet. All right, guys. Peace. I'm out, man. If I can just find the record button. Oh, yeah, and it's really not Christmas. It's just that I am crazy.